Hi students, so now we will be solving this particular problem, which is nothing but integration of e to the power log of sine e to the power x divided by tan of e to the power x into dx. Now this is also a very easy problem and I'll just rush through it because there is nothing much that I can say you here except the fact that which part will you be taking as your which part will you substitute here. Essentially this entire part, this entire logarithmic part, you will be substituting. How? So if I take, say if I take let log of sine e to the power x as t, then taking the derivative, what is the derivative of log? Nothing but 1 by x, okay? And what is the derivative of sine e to the power x? Nothing but cos e to the power x. And what is the derivative of e to the power x? Nothing but e to the power x into dx equal to dt. All right. These are some of the very basic, rules that you study in your I think in your 11th grade. Yeah. Some students also study it in their 12th grade, but I studied it in my 11th grade, okay? So in case you are not clear with differentiation, then you have to wait. Until then, I can say that this log function that we have here, whenever you take the derivative of log function, you get, say you have to take the derivative of log x. Consider this sine e to the power x as x. So log of x, what is the derivative of log x? Nothing but 1 by x. So this entire x part will come in the denominator into what you have inside of this x. You have sine e to the power x. Two different functions you have. So first you will be taking the derivative of sine e to the power x, which is nothing but cos e to the power x, and then you will take the derivative of e to the power x, which is nothing but e to the power x only, dx equal to dt. All right. Now what next? As you can see that here we can make a bit of change in order to bring this tan here. What we can do is, in the next step, we can bring this cos e to the power x in the denominator. Now if I bring cos e to the power x in the denominator, then what is the difference that we will be getting here? The thing is that if you bring cos e to the power x in here in the denominator, then you can actually go back to this. Writing this, say you have cos e to the power x divided by sine of e to the power x. You can also write this as 1 by sine of e to the power x divided by cos of e to the power x. Very basic concept of division that you have dealt with in your 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grades, okay? So I hope you are aware of it. In case you aren't, now you know, right? So can I not write this sine e to the power x by cos e to the power x as tan e to the power x? Definitely I can write it. So this becomes nothing but 1 by tan e to the power x into e to the power x dx equal to dt. So as you go to this problem, you can see that this entire part of e to the power x divided by tan e to the power x into dx becomes a dt. And the log sine of e to the power x we can take up as t. So ultimately we get nothing but simply we are left with t into dt. Is it clear to you? Now you know what to do next. This after integrating will become t square by 2 plus c, and then in the place of t you will be replacing it with log of sine e to the power x, and I hope you understood this very easy problem. Okay. Now coming to this problem, let's look forward to this problem. The problem says that integration of e to the power root of x cos of e to the power root x divided by root x into dx. I did this problem from before only because it was very easy. So, this problem actually doesn't require a lot of explanation. So what you have to do here is you have to take e to the power root of x as t. And there only the problem gets solved, because when you take e to the power root over of x as t, the next step is to take the derivative, right? What is the derivative of e to the power root over of x? Nothing but e to the power root over of x only. But here, since we have a root x in the power, so we need to take the derivative of root x also. If it would be only e to the power x equal to t, then we could have just written e to the power x dx equal to dt. But since we have a root over of x here in the power, so we need to take the derivative of that as well. How do we take the derivative of root x? We take the derivative of root x as, like we can consider root over of x as x to the power half, okay? So if root over of x is x to the power half, now it will become easier for you, as this is exactly in the form of x to the power n. And how do we take the differentiation of x to the power n? Nothing but nx to the power n minus 1. So simply we have a power half that we will be bringing in the front, and then we will be writing x, and then in the power we will write n minus 1. What is our n here? Half. So this will become half minus 1, which is nothing but minus half. Again, x to the power minus half can be written as 1 by x to the power half. Very basic concept that we have studied in our 6th, 7th, 8th grade, based on powers. This is the concept of powers. So you can write x to the power minus half as 1 by x to the power half, and then 1 by x to the power half can be written as 1 by root x. As we know, x to the power half or anything to the power half can be written as root over of that number, okay? So ultimately, in the place of x to the power half, we get a 1 by root x, and 2 already we had in the denominator. So we will be replacing this entire thing here, okay? We took the derivative of e to the power root x. Next, we will take the derivative of root x, which is nothing but 1 by 2 root over of x into dx equal to dt. Next, what we will be doing? Nothing, just shift this t on the right hand side so that we can get a complete part here. Here we will be taking e to the power root x divided by root x into dx as a 2 dt. And this part, cos of e to the power root x, this will become cos of t, okay? And dt will be this entire part. This entire part will be replaced by the dt. Except the cosine function, the entire part will be replaced by the dt. And we will also have, 2 dt. So 2 will come out of the integration sign, and in place of cos e to the power root x, we will replace it by a t, okay? So I hope you got these two problems, and I know that you can do the next step. Like, what is the integration of cos t. After doing the integration part, you don't forget to replace t by e to the power root x in your final answer. All right. I hope you got this problem. This problem was very easy. The two problems were very easy, but still I decided to introduce it to you in case you had any issues with the differentiation part. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon for more of such exciting content. So now let's move up to the next video.